The 2023-2024 Premier League season is now less than 2 months away, and that means that new kits are finally being released. So in this video, I'm going to cover each of the new kits that are available, and we're going to go over how they look and whether or not you should get one for this upcoming season. Obviously, kits are really subjective, so something I don't like might be something that you do like, and vice versa. But anyway, let's just get into it. I have my computer here, and let me show you guys the new kits. And we're going to be starting out here with the almost champions of the Premier League, Arsenal. So they've gone for a really classic design here. I like the gold embroidery and a textured background. I will say, I think the gold would have looked better if they were reigning champions, literally just because it's kind of reminiscent of that first place finish. But overall, I mean, this is still a great kit. I'd say this is an 8 out of 10 in my books. But unfortunately, I think it goes downhill for Arsenal after that, because this is the away kit. This is very adventurous, which, you know, I can't knock it for that, but it looks insane. It looks like something like a 4-year-old would pass up as an art project. This, I'd say 3 out of 10. Even like neon jerseys are cool, but they just didn't pull it off here. So moving on from there, we have Manchester United. This is a pretty cool jersey. I haven't been a huge fan of the TeamViewer sponsorship. I don't know if that's a great logo to have in the center there, but I think Adidas usually makes pretty solid jerseys. And I like the solid red backdrop with the black stripes. It's been a while since I feel like I've seen black stripes on a United kit. And the only thing I'm not sure of here is the texturing in the back, like all those geometric shadings that you can see in the background. But overall, it's still a solid kit. I'd say 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the United away jersey, which I think some people are not a fan of this kit. It has a community rating of like 2.9 stars here. I think this is a sick kit. I think this is really, really nice. I love forest green. I think it's just a great color, and it has these white vertical stripes here that kind of give it a retro look. I think everything about this jersey just makes me think like early 90s, but there's still a modern touch to it. I like the collar. Looks like it comes, it's a pretty sharp collar. I like the sleeves as well. I think this is an 8 out of 10 for me. I really like that. Really like the Man United away jersey. But most people have been impressed by the Manchester United third jersey. So you can see Casemiro wearing this here. This is really, really nice. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit for you here. There we go. It's got like a red devil where the United crest typically is. It almost looks like it could be a Liverpool jersey just because of the color scheme, but this is a beautiful kit. The colors, the contrast, the Red Devil logo. The only shame is that they are probably going to wear it only a handful of times throughout the season since it's their third kit, but I would rate this probably a 9 out of 10. It's a great kit. I think a lot of people are going to pick this up too. So next up, we got my team. And unfortunately, I might be embarrassed. So this is the current Chelsea proposed home kit for 2023-2024. There's no current sponsor for Chelsea's kit yet. They are going to be dropping 3, which is great. That was a really horrible logo, in my opinion, for the past few seasons. They were going to pick up Paramount Plus, the streaming company, which I think would have looked really cool here, but the Premier League have denied the Paramount Plus sponsorship because it conflicts with different streaming and broadcasting arrangements that the league may already have. So they're concerned about a conflict of interest there. So still not certain who the sponsor is going to be, but Chelsea's have gone for, looks like just a royal blue background with white sleeves. And if you can tell here, the crest and the Nike logo both kind of have a chromatic finish. So it's gonna have that multicolored, reflective element almost. This jersey could be hit or miss. I think if they get a good sponsor with a good logo design, could be like maybe an 8 out of 10. But if they fumble on the sponsor and it's as bad as 3, then it's going to be like a 4 out of 10. So let's hope they get that right. So moving on, we have Newcastle. This is a fresh kit. To be honest, there's not that much variety in past Newcastle kits. They typically just go for that classic black and white stripe. But I like how they've integrated the sponsorship here. The CLO logo, it looks really clean. It's black and white as well, so I think it blends in. You can't see, but on the side they do have like a yellow arm patch logo, which I'm not a huge fan of. But overall, I think this is probably a 9 out of 10 so far. It's really clean, and if Newcastle can pair it with just playing well this season, then all the better. It'll probably look even better if they make top 4 again. So moving on, we have another jersey that's been pretty popular since it was announced. This is the Crystal Palace home jersey. Palace have an interesting color scheme because they're red and blue. Not that many other, they're very identifiable when they're on the field. I think this is an improvement over last year's jersey. I like the divide in the middle with the white stripe, all blue on one, all red on the other. But I don't know exactly what's going on with the background here. It kind of looks like the architecture of a train station. Like it looks like King's Cross is in the back of this Crystal Palace jersey. But still, nevertheless, it looks good. The sponsorship looks good in the middle. The logo looks good. It's a very cohesive jersey. I think this is probably 7 out of 10. Next up, we got Fulham over here. This is, by the way, the worst quality picture of a jersey I think I've on this entire list. I'm not a huge fan of this kit. I think the solo button at the top of the jersey just looks so goofy. It makes it looks like a dress shirt you'd give like a toddler that didn't know how to do all the buttons, so they just had one. But the color scheme is fine. The problem is with this jersey is Fulham can do so much creatively with the jersey because it's just a white kit with black and red accents. So I think this could have just been so much better. I like that the shoulders stripes are different colors on each side. You've got white and red, but it's just, they could have done so much more here. I think this is a 5 out of 10. Next up, we got the Reds. We got Liverpool. This, similar to Newcastle here, this is just such a clean, classic home jersey. I think it looks really, really good. You could say it's probably not that adventurous, but I don't think a home kit needs to be really adventurous. If anything, you could just leave that for the away kit. It's like full like blood red, great white accents. I like how the sleeves and the collar are both white on the kit. And Liverpool they did a great job with rebranding their crest. See, I think that's a dragon. Liverpool fans might know exactly what that is. But it looks very well done, and it looks great on the jersey. Even their shoulder sponsor is like Expedia. Everything's white, so it's just that great red and white contrast. Probably the best home jersey I've seen so far. I'd say this is like a 9 out of 10. Next up, we got the Liverpool away. This is where it goes completely downhill for Liverpool. This shirt looks insane. I don't know what they were possibly thinking. And the disappointing thing here is this could have been good if they just made it regular green rectangles in the 2 quadrants instead of doing some sort of like insane patterning here and different shading between the greens. It just looks a little all over the place and kind of sloppily executed. Like if they were going for something geometric, it could have been a lot cleaner. So for this Liverpool jersey, I'm going to say 4 out of 10 for the away. Next up, we have the Manchester City home jersey, the reigning champions. This is going to be up there for me with the Liverpool home jersey for maybe the best home kit for next season. This just looks so fresh. Puma did a great job with this kit. I think Puma haven't made the best kits in the past. Also, Puma kits seem to be the only ones that constantly like rip apart on the field. I think Arsenal had Puma kits for a while. I'm not sure if they still do. I can check here. No, they have Adidas now. But when Arsenal had Puma kits, someone would grab like David Luiz's jersey, and that would literally come off his body. One or two players every game was leaving the pitch with half a kit. But Puma has upped their game because this is a great jersey. I like the shading and the patterning throughout the center. The collar looks great. It looks kind of like a mid-80s jersey, and I think that's what they're going for. They're going for a more retro aesthetic, and they're just pulling it off really well. The Etihad sponsorship logo in the center has always looked pretty clean as well. And overall, it's just a fresh kit. I'll be looking to see if City can retain their title again for a consecutive year. Next up, we have the Tottenham home jersey. This is just, this is fine. This jersey is just fine. It's okay. It's not a clean white background. They've tried to go for some patterning here. It doesn't look too messy, but it also doesn't look that clean. I predict them to wear this average jersey and have another average season. Probably. But you know, it's fine. Just nothing to write home about. I'd say this is like a 6 out of 10. And if I didn't rate the City home kit, that's like a 9.5 out of 10. And finally, I think this is the last jersey that's been released so far to the point of making this video. This is the Wolves home jersey. Honestly, took similar notes to the City home jersey with the collar and the stripe through it and a little bit more of a retro design. But you know, I think it looks pretty solid. I always have liked the Wolves color. I really like that bright yellow and the gold coming through. So yeah, I think it's solid. I'd probably rate this one 7.5 out of 10 overall. But let me know which jersey here has been your favorite. In my opinion, I think the City home jersey, the Liverpool home, and the Newcastle are some of my favorites. And then I'd also give an honorable mention to the Manchester United away. I think that's going to be a sick jersey as well. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll leave a link below if you are interested in purchasing any of these kits. I'll show you where you can get them for a decent price online. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.